skip to content. Actor Jimmy Smits still remembers the moment the late television producer Steven Bochco beckoned him to Building 1 on the Fox Studios lot in Century City. It was around 1986. Smits was on a lunch break from L.A. and Bochco was in the beginning stages of reconfiguring the interior of the building, which, at one time, was occupied by executives. "He was so excited," said Smits, who also starred in Bochco's NYPD Blue. "He was making a home for all of us who worked on his shows. We spent a lot of time here on this lot." This was the epicenter. On Saturday, a month after Bochco's death, the building where the visionary producer did most of his work, such as Doogie Howser, MD, and NYPD Blue, was dedicated in his name. It's now known as the Steven Bochco Building. Smits joined stars from Bochco's catalog of shows for the afternoon ceremony, led by Fox Television Group Chairman and CEO Gary Newman. Others included Dennis Franz and Kim Delaney of NYPD Blue, Corbin Burnson, Michael Tucker, Jill Eakenberry and Susan Rattan of L.A. and James Sicking and Belinda Montgomery of Doogie Howser, MD. "I think he's here with us right now," Montgomery, who played the mother of the titular boy genius in Doogie Howser, MD, told The Times. "Steven never missed out on anything. He would love seeing us all together." Bochco died last month at 74 after battling cancer. He left behind a distinguished career made up of shows that pushed conventions and characters who were unapologetically human. He created a number of television shows that were either produced or co-produced by 20th Century Fox, including L.A. Cop Rock, and Murder One. Building 1 on the Fox Studios lot was the epicenter of where producer Steven Bochco did his work, the actor Jimmy Smits said at Saturday's dedication ceremony. Fox Franz, who won Emmys for his role as Det. Andy Sipovitz on NYPD Blue, said the reality of Bochco's death has not yet set in for him. He said he can still feel the Bochco bear hug, smirking while noting the producer's firm grip. "It doesn't feel real yet," Franz told The Times. "I've been thinking about Steven an awful lot over the last month and running over my mind all of the work that he accomplished. His legacy is to be seen for all the world for all time, and that's an amazing thing. The fact that they're dedicating this building for him as a permanent marker of his work is really wonderful." Just outside the building, where the actors and other friends gathered along with Bochco's wife, Dana, Newman touted the brilliance of Bochco's legacy, pointing to 1981's Hill Street Blues. That show, which Bochco co-created with Michael Kozol, chronicled the staff of a police precinct and marked the dawn of a new age of storytelling, particularly with a sprawling cast. Jimmy Smits left Kim Delaney, Dennis Franz, Gordon Clapp, James McDaniel and Mark Paul Gosselaar attend the Steven Bochco Building dedication ceremony on Saturday. Fox, since his passing, there's been a lot of talk about Steven's influence on the medium of television, Newman said during the dedication. "And I don't think it can be understated. Now, there are so many successful ensemble dramas with multiple storylines, and they can all trace their lineage back to Steven Bochco and Hill Street Blues and later shows like L.A. and NYPD Blue. It is no exaggeration to say that it was Steven's series that blazed the way for the renaissance in television drama that is still flourishing nearly 40 years later," Newman added. Many of the attendees gathered to admire a plaque bearing Bochco's famous signature, which will greet visitors of the building. "He leaves behind a lasting legacy of quality series, many of which were created in this building, and filmed on this studio lot," Newman said. "He will always be remembered, for his storytelling, for his humanity, for his humor and, perhaps, for one of the greatest catchphrases in television history, as Sergeant Phil Esterhaus would say every week as he finished roll call with his officers, 'Let's be careful out there. Great advice to this day.